Hello, it is I, Dr. Brian Lorgon 111, and welcome back to Terraria. Since the previous episode, I've spent a bit of time thinking about all the stuff that I could experiment with Shimmer. Last time I got an achievement, and I read the text of the achievement, and it was like, shimmer an object into another. What other transmutations can you find? And so I went ahead and moved my jungle pylon down here to make it easy to get to. But I have a bunch of different objects in my inventory that I just want to experiment with. That was a bunny as an object. And, oh, it still turned it into a failing. All right, that's interesting. A maggot if I just consume that guy. That also appears to have, oops, converted into a failing. Darn it, and I fell through. But I want to try dropping most of these objects in here, but there's also a number of other experiments that I need to run. And so maybe, rather than just throwing things in, we can start with some of the more interesting experiments. Water is a crafting station, which means if you're standing near water, you can craft a bottle into an empty bottle into a bottle of water. It does not appear to be the case that I can craft a bottle into a bottle of shimmer, which is what I was curious about. Fishing is a thing that exists in the game, and you can do it in, oops, okay. You can do it in other liquids. I just want to stand right here, please. I brought some, oh, I tried to fish in it, and that caused me to fall through. Oh, I have an effect, shimmering. You've gone insubstantial. I never noticed that previously. And did that happen the moment my bobber touched the shimmer, possibly? So is this a not fishable in liquid? Yes, and that enables me to shimmer in other locations. Okay, that's interesting because it has implications for another thing that I wanted to test. Namely, I wonder how far you can fall through the world. I was thinking about, like, trying to build a big column of stone straight down and see how far I could fall. I wonder if you could get to the bottom of the world. There'd be a ton of lava at the bottom of the world, so that would be impractical to do, like, right off the bat, but I am curious about it. But let's just try tossing in a few more things. So, what about a piece of boreal wood? It turned into a different type of wood. Okay, neat. What about an ebonstone block? Ah, I thought for sure that would, like, uncorrupt it or something, but apparently not. You're a normal guy that I can hit with projectiles. Also, I'm gonna die if I'm not careful. Heal. And I've got feral bite, which is no good. And you know what? If I do this, more of these critters will walk in and I'll get more random stuff, which I think I would prefer. Yeah, let's go ahead and cover up some of the holes. I didn't quite grab that wood, so it's going to fall in again and turn into something else. Alright, what about a demonite bar? Or demonite ore? That turned into demonite ore. Oh, it uncrafted it! Could it do that with meteorite as well? Let's find out. It did! It uncrafted these ores. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. Copper ore, I have a feeling you'll turn into nothing since the demonite ore turned... No, you turned into a stone ball. Wow. Okay, shadow scale. Very much of this is unexpected. It also just occurred to me I could, like, put some platforms out here, potentially. What about a life crystal? I've got tons of them. I don't mind losing one. What did that turn into? Vital crystal. Consumable. Permanently boosts life regeneration. Hello. Permanently. I think I possibly can see it going up faster. I was trying to look at that before. Could I make more than one of those? You could probably only do it once, would be my guess. That is crazy. What about a daybloom? Or some daybloom seeds? It doesn't seem like it's interested in transforming any of those. Yellow marigold, could it turn into another plant? How about a... whatever that thing is. Cross. Compass, can I transform accessories by any chance into another informational accessory? Doesn't seem like it. A torch, there's millions of types of torches. It did transform into an aether torch. Okay, so aether torches are a thing. And now I have one. Can be placed and is a material. What would it be a material for? I'm not certain off the top of my head. Let's do this. Let's just have a place to stay. Oh, I forgot I had the Shield of Cthulhu on. And as a result, I did a little double tap move and accidentally went dashing away, which is not what I intended to do. Okay, this is a nice little place to trap the slimes, actually. I kind of like how that worked out. So I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to stand here. And I'm going to drop some more things in. Okay, topaz we already saw. Poop is something new. Can I transform poop? Apparently not. Acorns. Could they turn into like gem corns or something? Apparently not. A chest. There's many types of chests. You want to turn into a different type of chest? Oh, it got deconstructed into its materials. Okay. And then a bottle, if I toss it in as an entity, will you turn into sand blocks possibly then? No, apparently not. Okay, I would like to get a number of these things back. So I am going to hop through here once again. And then there are some more tests I want to run that involve not just objects as entities, but also objects that are placed in the world. Which would involve killing those slimes, I think. Unless... I think it'll be easiest to try to kill these guys. Okay, that was actually not too bad. So, the chest, for example... Oh, I don't have the chest anymore because I deconstructed it. I do have the gravestone, though. Can I place the gravestone under... Yes. And it doesn't seem to be affected by being inside there. Alright. There were other objects in my inventory. So the fishing rod, we discovered that fishing causes me to go through... What if I throw the rod itself? Any chances it's going to transform the fishing rod into a different type of fishing rod? Apparently not. What was this item right here? Hold on. Ah, that was another Ethereum block. Okay, and there's some enemy in here with me. Yikes. Okay, we're fine. I would like to get the fishing rod back, so I will go back through here so I can get my fishing rod back. It's the only one I own. Looking through my list. Ah, okay. Here's a really interesting one. We've seen what it can do to critters. What about NPCs? I think the arms dealer is potentially about to become a sacrifice of some sort. But I'm going to drop him in here and see what happens. Do I need any of these things? These are all little fiddly bits that aren't particularly important. I will grab this stuff just because it has some value. Let's also put more light up here. Okay, Mr. Arms Dealer. How would you like to go on a trip? He says, I'm not particularly interested in willing. To which I say, sure you are. There he goes. He turned into a new guy. Is he gonna come back? And now he's back. Whoa, okay. I kind of didn't expect that to work. Let's watch that happen again. Still says the same things, but he's got like a new haircut and a new outfit. Still seems to sell the same inventory. So he just got a new look. Fascinating. Okay. Like, really didn't expect that to work that way, but here we are. Okay. I'm gonna put your house back. And do you still live here? You do. Oh, and it even changes his portrait in the housing menu. That's amazing. And it changes like where he is in the list or whatever. Demetrius the Arms Dealer. Demetrius the Arms Dealer. Still has the same name. Okay. Did I go through everything on my list? The uncrafting is really interesting. I didn't bring a piggy bank. I forgot to do that one. Placing the chest underneath didn't seem like it was going to do anything. I need to replace this thing here before I forget about it. Okay, I'm going to see if I can set up my experiment to see how far I could fall through. So the easiest place, ouch, to do it... Oh, sorry, little bunny. I guess would be right here. So what I want to do is basically see where this brings me, which is right here. And then I just want to dig down so I know kind of where it is. And then what's the best way to do that? Actually, I guess the correct thing to do... Yeah, here's my idea. I'm going to dig down a column next to where I would have been falling. And then I'm going to place a bunch of blocks back in that column and just see how far I can fall. I'm not sure how well I'm describing this, so you'll see it on screen shortly. Okay, so I made a column of blocks that goes down another, I don't know, 50 blocks or something. I just wanted to see if there's like some kind of obvious limit before it kicks me out, or if I could potentially fall very, very, very far. So let's watch. I am stuck inside these blocks. I'm continuing downwards, 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 all the way to here. All right, so yeah, I wonder what the limit is. Okay, so I've built down even farther. Demetrius is all crazy looking over here. And so now if I go down like this, I started at a depth of around 1200. And so now this is just about all solid blocks, so I shouldn't be able to like phase back into the world anywhere here. So I just keep going down, down, down. And I can't see anything on the screen at all. And then I finally fell out over here. Okay. So that was like 500 blocks I fell. So yeah, I do wonder then if it might be possible to fall all the way down through the entire world and like fall off the bottom of the world. But again, there's very likely a whole lot of lava at the very bottom of the world. Oh, here's a tree, which might have one of the things that I was originally searching the jungle for when we accidentally stumbled on this bit. So yeah, getting rid of the lava at the bottom of the world would be the tough part. What do we have in here? Hey, it's a Staff of Regrowth! Awesome, that's one of the things I originally came here for. What a nice find. Hooray. I'm trying to think if there's any clever ways I can think of to get rid of all of the lava at the bottom of the world so that I could try my experiment. I'm not thinking of one right now, but perhaps before some future episode I'll think of that and we can experiment with that. It would be interesting if there was like an achievement for like falling out of the world entirely. Would it kill your character? Would it bring you back to the top of the map and you'd like fall out of the sky? Would something else happen? Who knows? Not me, that's for sure. Okay, in any case, we got the Staff of Regrowth, and there was a crafting recipe for it. Bug net. Did I ever throw my bug net in? I intended to throw my bug net in, but I don't know if I ever did. In any case, let's put some things away. I've got an extra bezoar, which can just go in here for now. So Staff of Regrowth, remind me what the recipe was now. It can be combined with a copper axe, 12 spores, and 3 vines. So I just need to make a copper axe is the long and the short of it. And I already have the materials for that. And then I think the vines and spores are already in my box over here. No, vines and spores are in here. There we go. And so then I can make... What was the location where I make it? Add a workbench. The axe, the spores, the vines, and the staff. I'm at a workbench. Oh, here it is. Axe of Regrowth. Creates grass on dirt. Increases alchemy plant collection when used to gather. Plant acorns when cutting down trees. Okay, so that definitely seems like something I would want. Bulky, but it's got axe power. All right, let's just go try it out. I have acorns in my inventory. I currently have 120 acorns. And so if I do this, it did replant the sapling right there. And I did pick up an acorn and have 121, so maybe... Okay, here's the next question. Suppose I didn't have any acorns in my inventory. Suppose they were all sitting over there. And I use the axe on this tree. It still replanted it. Okay, so you don't actually need acorns in your inventory to replant with this tool. All right, that's pretty cool. And then creates grass on dirt. let's just go experiment with that really quick, which is just like the old Staff of Regrowth, I'm pretty sure. So for example, I could do that, and some grass would start growing there. Great. I'm not sure that I actually want the grass growing all through here, so I'm going to choose to patch it back up like that for now. I was gathering clay at the very beginning of the game in order to make those pots up there at the very beginning of the game. And then finally, yeah, harvesting plants. Here's some day bloom, and so I can just go hold the button, and it'll only harvest the ones that are ready to grow. But it didn't replant them? I guess replanting those. Yeah, I guess it's kind of a more questionable thing, because you might want to choose to plant other plants in the same location or something, I imagine. So maybe it makes sense that it doesn't do that. Okay, I will keep that on me, I think. And I think that means I don't need to keep acorns on me anymore. And did I use all of my spores, or what happened to my spores? Because I just put the vines back, but I didn't put the spores back unless they ended up going in here. Yeah, they did. Okay, let me sort through some inventory. Okay, while sorting through my inventory, I found something else to ask the guide about. Aether torches. They can be used to create an aether campfire, which seems like it's just another style of campfire. However, I fell through the world with aether, so I'm curious. This is a long shot, but since we're here and we're doing experiments, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that should get me all of the aether torches that I would need. So now I've got 5 aether torches, so I can create an aether campfire. And if I create one and say put it here, and like jump on it or step on it, no, it does not have any special behavior where I fall through the earth. And if I throw a what's something simple that I could try throwing in it? Also, I got iron bars, right, because I deconstructed a chest and got that. I remember now. And I got meteorite because I deconstructed a meteorite bar. Right, so if I threw a piece of meteorite onto the aether fire, it does not deconstruct it. All right. Well, I ran my experiment. Okay. And the fishing was interesting, because anywhere I fished, like the moment the bobber touched, all of a sudden I became ethereal. That seems like if you could move this liquid around and put it in a boss fighting arena, it seems like, well, do I know if enemies can attack you while you are shimmering and going through the wall? Let's assume that they can't. If that were the case, then it seems like you could have the fishing pole on your bar, and when the boss is like charging you, you could all of a sudden fish into the shimmer and fall through the world and like become invincible for a little while until something, maybe. I'm stretching. Like, I don't know enough about the physics. I don't even know if we can move this liquid around at some point in the future once I figure out how. Yeah. Okay, interesting. Let me figure out what I'm doing next. Okay, a couple more experiments I have to run, which are a life crystal turned into a vital crystal. What about a mana crystal? And can I do this again and possibly eat more than one of them? It does turn into something new, an arcane crystal. All right. And can I use a second vital crystal, or is it going to tell me I can't? Yeah, I can't use it. Okay, so you can only use it once, it seems. But I was able to increase my mana regeneration permanently as well. All right, that's awesome. I wonder about the, when we get into hard mode, the life fruit is something I'm curious about. And now something else I'm curious about. What is the selling price of each of these? Let's go talk to an NPC. So you would buy this for 1 gold 89, and you'd buy this for 1 gold 89. Okay, so you can't turn a profit trying to convert life crystals into vital crystals and then sell them or something like that. All right, that's actually, these are nice and, that's good money. And I have a lot of them, so I don't mind doing that. Okay, cool. I'll probably still come up with more things that I want to experiment with there. But for now, I was growing some more diamonds because I wanted to possibly upgrade my grappling hook. I think the diamond grappling hook would still be better than the bat hook that I'm using right now. So I want to test that out. I discovered that there is a spider biome over here, and it occurred to me I still don't have the stylist NPC who can be found in the spider biome sometimes. So I want to break in here, light this up, etc. and see if we can get our hands on the stylist at some point. That almost looks like where a previous stylist met her end, perhaps. I guess she would show up on the rare creatures meter as a web stylist. So if she does spawn around here, we'll be able to see her pretty easily based on that, I think. But I don't have a sense of how large or extensive this particular spider biome is. So let's just go ahead and try to light the whole thing up until we discover the limits of its boundaries. I couldn't tell. I think this might just be leading out back into the caverns. But let's take a closer look. Yes, this is just back out into the caverns. Alright. And so let's make myself an easy way back in. And so if I walk around kind of like in this area, she might spawn around here. And is there any chance, it looks like there is a little bit more up here. Is there more spider biome over here, or is this kind of the end of it? There might be some more up here. But this also might be the end of it. Yeah, I don't think I see any more nearby over here. Okay, so kind of a small spider biome, it would appear. And right, wall creepers. You guys are plenty dangerous. Fortunately, it appears that you had already taken a nice little bath in some lava, which makes it a little bit easier for me to kill you. There's a glowing mushroom biome over here, which looks like I had just been on the edge of before. And we can get it a bit more on the map. And yeah, let's see. My weapons and armor are strong enough that I'm not too threatened by the spiders right now. But I wonder what the chances are that we can get the web stylist to appear. Hey, web stylist. Okay, she appeared. Can I go find her and save her? Where is she? She must be above. I'm not seeing her right now. Oh, there she is. I see you. I'm coming to save you. Hang tight. Web stylist. Da 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 da. Now I can do my hair. Alright, and she sells hair stuff. I mostly wanted her because it seems like the more NPCs you get, possibly... Okay, she did come to live here. The more NPCs you get, the more chances you will have to get the slime pets, perhaps. Just because one arrived kind of randomly at some point. Hey, watch this. That's great. And also because I had so few NPCs here, having a second NPC just means there's less likely that I'm going to have random monsters spawning right here at the base, which is also nice. So that's very good. Okay, cool. You can cross that off my list. More random ideas keep coming into my head. A burger is a major improvement to all stats. Any chance that that'll turn into something that just majorly improves my stats forever? Apparently not. It's nighttime. If I throw in fallen stars, do they do anything? Apparently not. Could I improve my mining speed forever by throwing in a mining potion, perchance? Oh, it got, of course, it got deconstructed into its various bits. Okay. And I guess in theory, if you had the, I forget what it's called, you get it from the dungeon, it makes it so it costs less to craft various potions. You might be able to deconstruct your potions and get more out than you put in, but they're all inexpensive ingredients, and so that would be a tedious way to possibly turn a tiny profit on some materials that don't really matter. Let's see, these guys like to fly away from me. And I guess that's okay, because I don't really need them for anything. Yeah, I guess that's okay. Okay, I think that's all the experiments I wanted to do here. Okay, in that case, the thing I want to do is go back to just normal jungle exploration. I'd still like to find feral claws, and there was something else I wanted to find in the jungle that is escaping my brain right now. So yeah, let's just do some exploring in the jungle. Hey, there's a chest of some description, and see what we can find. If I want to get to there, looks like perhaps this is the fastest way. In a manner of speaking, sure. And we get an amazing flare gun. The biggest prize ever. The sarcasm drips. Alright. Flare gun, not too exciting. Got more jungle spores. At this point I have enough that I could craft up a number of the things that I was talking about wanting to have jungle spores for, I think. Even though I can't remember what they are right now. So that's good. I see the trap over here. I'm going to choose to intentionally set it off and just get out of the way. For reasons. And then, oh, 50th Hornet, nice. Okay, yeah, I want to go diagonally down here. End up over in this section. And continue my exploration. There's another life crystal. So yeah, I guess the vital crystal, I think it was called, there's a number of examples of things like that in this game that you can only upgrade once. Blood moon fishing in the ocean. There was like a book that you could fish out of the ocean that would increase like the health or regeneration or fighting capabilities of NPCs. You could only consume once. There's something else along those lines you can only consume once. Oh! Hey, Jack Sellington was somewhere nearby, by the way. Yeah, that was just carelessness because my mind was elsewhere. I see the jungle temple over here on the right-hand side. And I guess it will be the case that my... yeah, death location will be on the map, so that'll be easy to find. Once again. Now I'm going to throw the Hornet banner back in there. Actually, it's probably faster for me just to come over here. And come back out this way to get to where I was. Yeah, so I want to go back to my death location. I want to witness what was in that chest and possibly try to retrieve my money, although it was just 1 gold. 1 gold is still worth it. I am doing pretty well on money now, so I'm kind of not as worried about losing small amounts like that. Especially if at some point in the not-too-distant future, like, I'll be fighting Queen Bee, who gives a ton of money, as I recall. Oh, here's... okay. Change of plan. We can go back to our corpse in just a moment. But these are the types of places that might have things that we want. Like the feral claws! Hey! That's just what I wanted. Great. And then what about over here? How do I get to you? Is there a way to get to you? Kind of. Almost. Let's do this. That'll get us most of the way there. I love those bombs. Oh, got us all the way there. Nice. And in here, it's another Staff of Regrowth. Okay. Fantastic. And another Ivy chest. Which we like just to have chest variety. It'll help me organize my inventory better visually in the future. And there are statues here, which for some reason I'm collecting all of. I think I passed another statue a moment ago that I didn't collect, but maybe I'll be back there again in the future. Okay, so over here is the chest which had... oh, I got my money back. It's another flare gun. Fantastic. And also, my inventory is somehow filled up once again. Hey, 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 cut it out. Deposit all. Loot all. Kill all. And I guess that chest... yeah, okay, here's the edge of the jungle temple. I guess that chest was sitting on some silt that just, like, immediately fell. Yeah. After I picked up the chest. Yikes. Heal. Okay, well, I found feral claws. And... Oh, I was going to collect honey in a bottle. That's the other thing I had on my list, and I forgot to do it, but I know very easily how to get to some honey. But yeah, having honey in a bucket, not in a bottle, in a bucket for future boss arenas would be useful. This looks very nice. Alright, got myself some more lead as well. Okay, that felt pretty profitable. Let me sort through inventory once again. Feral Claws increase melee speed, give you auto swing, and can be combined with a Titan Glove. Okay, that's pretty far into hard mode, I seem to recall. And we also got these things that let us place rich mahogany leaves and rich mahogany living wood. So that's nice. And a honey dispenser for special crafting. I keep thinking of a few more things I want to test. What if I throw a glow stick in? There are other types of glow sticks, like Spelunker glow sticks, but it doesn't seem like it's going to transform into that. I had intended to throw in the bug net, but I don't know that I ever did, because there's a few different types of bug nets. And finally, I have 2 copies of this painting, and I was wondering if throwing in a painting might do anything. But it appears that for all of those, the answer is no. Alright, so I tried those out. It didn't happen to work out. Okay, well, I think that's all the experiments that I really care to run for now. I'm sure I'll think of some more with some other ideas of things to do with the shimmer in the future. But at this point, I feel like we had a successful episode where we tested out some of that and also found a new NPC, etc. So yeah, feels like we're constantly making progress. I am going to say that I hope, as always, that you all are having a great day, and I will see you again soon with more Terraria. For now, bye-bye.